Hi, we're Person in Person. Welcome back to our channel. Today is your March 2022 market update for Greater Newburyport.
What do you think the biggest story is out of the market right now, Rachel?
Well, as of 2 hours ago, interest rates have topped 5%.
Oof.
Yeah, so they're now over 5%.
Yeah.
This is much faster than we expected them to go.
It's the fastest raise in history, quite frankly. And I think that you can still capture rates in the low fours at local lenders. One surprise in the market is that we were speaking to someone at Raveis Mortgage today, and they were saying that for the first time in years, the jumbo rates are actually lower than the FHA rates and the conforming rates. So
that's crazy.
It makes no sense,
yeah,
but that's where the market, and I think it has to do partially with investors are more comfortable investing in what they call portfolio money than in government-backed securities like FHA and VA. So that's interesting. But let's talk about the towns that we typically represent.
In Newburyport, for single-family homes, there were 4 listings that closed. Average days till offer was 5. The average percentage over asking was 7.8. Of those 4 sales, 2 of them were cash, 1 had another type of financing, and then the other one was a conventional loan. The median sale price was $872,500.
Wow, I wish I could find a house for $872,500. I don't think there's one on the market right now.
No.
Yeah.
No, last week there were.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then talk about condos in Newburyport.
Yeah, so this is really, the contrast is really interesting. So there were 10 condo sales in Newburyport. The over ask was 1.2% average.
Not a lot.
No. Days on market 29.7. The median sale price was $520,000. 1 sale was cash. So what does a single family versus condo tell you?
Tells us that there's a lot more sales in condos than in singles.
And the competition isn't as fierce,
and
right?
the percentage over, it goes from 7.8 on the Newburyport single family to just 1.2 over ask for condos.
Yeah.
So condos were selling closer to ask price.
Right.
But cash still is a big contributor to our market.
Yeah, for sure. If you're, trying to decide, could you see yourself in a condo versus a single family, and you have that flexibility, you might be better off getting an offer accepted on a condo than in a single family home. So
might be a little less competitive.
Right, exactly.
What about Newbury? That's a pretty small market, but we had some sales.
Yeah, 3 sales, 6.6 days till offer was the average. 1 cash transaction, median sale price was $710,000, and over list percentage was about 10%. But because there were only 3 sales, that's not the best sampling, because one of those properties went like 130 over, and the other 2 were really like 102, 103 over asking, one of which you sold to your fabulous.
Yeah, my fabulous client bought one for $710,000. And
so
that property was on for $684,500, and she got it for $710,000. And important thing, in a small sample like that, in this market, real antique properties don't have the demand quick days on market. That's something that's just rehabbed. So that $710,000 property was an antique, but it sold to somebody who likes antiques and understands them, the intrinsic value in an antique.
And it went pretty fast, actually.
It did.
For an antique,
a few days.
So what about West Newbury?
So for West Newbury, there were 2 sales of single family homes, 1 cash, 8% over asking price. Days to contract were 5, and the median sale price was $677,250. Again, it's a small sample. It's only 2 houses. But what we're seeing, one thing I'm seeing a lot of is the starter price point has dramatically gone up. The homes that we used to see for $455,000 and a quarter are now $700,000. So that's pretty significant.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk about Amesbury, because that's an interesting market, a little bit bigger sample.
Yes, so bigger sample, and there's some interesting things that happened. There were some interesting things that happened in Amesbury over the last month, for the month of March. There were 8 sales. The average over asking offer was 4%, so not as competitive. Days on market 11.6, so it's feeling a little bit better. Median sale price was $587, and this is the interesting part. Okay, out of the 8, 1 was cash, 1 was FHA,
Yay!
and 1 was VA. The rest were all conventional loans. But that is the first time on the hot sheet in MLS that I have read in a long time that an FHA or VA financing was accepted. So that feels hopeful for me. I don't know if it is, but it feels hopeful for me.
Well, is that including Bailey's Pond?
No, those are condos.
Okay, so Bailey's Pond is the condos in Amesbury, and that's really difficult to ascertain because with new construction, people tend to visit more than once. They take a while to make their decision. They'll first see if they like the community, then they'll see a unit. So the days to offer are
for condos. When we get into condos, they're a little bit different.
Let's say 52.
Yeah.
Well, that's because it's new construction.
Yeah.
So new construction. You know, you can have something that is framed, and the person will come back 2 and 3 times before they'll see the finished product, or get a look at a similar finished product and make a decision. So that's a little bit of a skew. Average sale price $699,900.
There were 9 sales. So then our days till offer were 52 in this case, and 7% over asking. But the interesting part of those 9 sales, 5 of them were at Bailey's Pond, which is a new construction community of townhouses. So
the other piece about the over asking is upgrades. So people in that community, they have a package. It's pretty generous to begin with, but then you can add upgrades for extra hardwood floors, more expensive tile, that sort of thing. So
3 of them were at list.
So they probably just got the standard package. Those numbers on new construction tend to be pretty much set in stone. The only thing that you might be able to do is get a builder to throw in something. In other words, I want the tile backsplash. Okay, we're going to give you that, but we're not going to reduce the price. So you know, just so that we protect our pricing going forward. So all in all, it's been a very healthy month for March, although volume is low. So thank you so much for joining us today for our March market update of our small little market of 3 or 4 towns. But it's very interesting to watch, and demand remains consistently strong.
But we did see a bunch of units come on last week, which was like hopeful.
It's hopeful, but if it was 3 years ago, we would have seen 10 or 12. We saw 3. So that
3 or 4,
that's the relativity.
True. Thank you so much for Person in Person. Like the video, subscribe, the thumbs up thing and everything, and we will see you in our next video.
Perfect. Thank you.
Bye.